They foolishly told me that there's no time limit on the first slide, so I'm going to take advantage of that and say a couple of things really quickly. First of all, I moved to Lansing about 2 years ago. When I first moved here, I heard a lot of things and I read a lot of things in the paper about how dead the Lansing culture was. There was no passion here. There was nobody here with ideas. There was no creativity. I guess I didn't really believe it, but I was a little worried. I moved here from Silicon Valley. 2 years later, I'm at my second Ignite Lansing, and I would have to say, of all the places I've lived in the world, this is probably the most welcoming, the most innovative. I don't think people realize just how innovative and how cutting edge this place is. And the second thing I want to say is I can't imagine too many communities where you could move here and in 2 years be so integrated and have so many friends and be so welcomed. So thank you to all of you. Okay, now for the riskier part of tonight's presentation. My topic tonight is the care and feeding of Sue, or how to keep your woman happy. Sue is Susan Revisa, Dr. Susan Revisa, a professor at MSU, and she's my wife. Next slide, please. I met Sue in 1986. For me, it was love at first sight. I had a few things to learn: how to be a good partner, how to be a good friend, and very important, how to make the perfect over-easy egg. Key skill. Okay, I'm also going to share tonight a few things you should not do. If your wife asks you which character from Battlestar Galactica you remind her of, don't say the evil character. That really did not work well. All right, another category of things to share tonight is myths. One common myth: when I find my soulmate, we won't fight. This is an actual picture of my wife and I at home. Let me just say, the person you love will know how to push your buttons. Another common relationship myth: she's hot. She is so hot. It doesn't matter values, all that stuff, it'll work itself out. You are going to have to put effort into your relationships. Another common myth, and this is mainly a guy myth. You women know what I mean. You do have to put some effort into your relationship. Yes, it's true. It never goes into maintenance mode. Okay, and here's one particularly painful myth. Do not give away your wife's stash of Thin Mint cookies. If you do, you're going to spend the middle of summer looking for a stash in somebody's freezer that you can buy off of them. Trust me. Okay, a few how-to items. The family. If your in-laws look like this, and mine happened, this is an actual picture of them, they'll eventually come around, and if all else fails, leverage the grandkids to get some respect. How to deal with her friends. You know, her friends can sink you. Don't make enemies. They're going to be around for a long time, and they can be real mean. Bye, Mary. And keep in mind also, from a how-to perspective, you want to be friends first in your relationship. You need to talk. You need to practice random acts of kindness. And most importantly, you want to support each other emotionally. Okay, romance. A lot of you are probably waiting for this slide. Key message I have here is spend time with each other. Prioritize each other. And if you have a TV in your bedroom, throw it away. Get rid of it. Turn it off. A few scenarios you may face. You find your wife or significant others avoiding you. Ask yourself, have I been fun to be around recently? Am I someone that I'd want to be with? If not, do something. Another scenario you may face, she may be very stressed out. If she is, you can do the typical guy thing. Hey, I can tell you how to fix that problem. Or you can just listen and empathize. Number 2 is the right answer. The embarrassing anecdote. That happens, yep. If you knew what your wife, girlfriend was really telling her friends about you, you wouldn't even worry about the stories you're hearing. Okay, another scenario, and again, I speak from personal experience here. You see your wife stomping on your clothes. This is usually a sign she's upset. Not being calm isn't the right answer. You want to grab hers and stomp too. That pretty much ended the fight. Top 5 mistakes to avoid. Number 1, keeping a secret from your wife. If the person you're keeping it with is very attractive, this is where you will be sleeping. Another common mistake, and I think I did this one 2 weekends ago, telling her on Sunday about the hair appointment they called about for Saturday morning. Yeah, that doesn't go over well. Number 3, implying in some way that your wife's help isn't completely appreciated by maybe, for example, suggesting childcare is more of a duty. This is an actual picture of my wife. So, yeah, don't do that. Number 2, answering the question, do I look fat in this? For you rookies out there, you got to practice. Saying yes, especially after taking a close look, big mistake. You got to be more tactful than that. And the biggest mistake, when the big question comes, do you love me? You have to have the right answer. You have to know what your answer is. And these bottom 2, which certain people may say, you don't want to do that one. You techies know what I mean. And then to kind of summarize, key things to keep in mind, be yourself. Be fair, be generous. By all means, be vulnerable. Be true and be in love. That's all you really have to do to keep your woman happy. Thank you for listening.